This is my Char Sui BBQ pork fried rice. It's really tasty and easy to make. Now normally you'd go down to a Chinese restaurant to get your Char Sui pork, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to make at home. You need about 400 to 500 grams of pork, a quarter cup of Lee Kum Kee Char Sui sauce, 1 teaspoon of oil, half a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice, 2 to 3 teaspoons of liquid honey, 200 grams of prawns, 2 medium carrots, 2 cups shredded cabbage, 3 eggs, 1 cup edamame beans, 1 large red chilli, 3 cups of cold cooked rice, 2 spring onions, half an iceberg lettuce and 1 lime. Char Sui actually means to roast or barbecue, and this Lee Kum Kee Char Sui sauce is so handy. It's great on spare ribs, you can use it with chicken, really good for marinades, lots of different purposes with it. So we need about 3 to 4 tablespoons or a quarter cup Chinese 5-spice, a teaspoon of oil, and then some honey. And now this is the fun part. So just get in there and marinate the pork, kind of massage it in. There we go. Set that aside to marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes. So the pork's been marinating for about 10 to 15 minutes, so now we're ready to roast it. Now here's a little tip. I hate doing the dishes, so line your baking tray or your oven dish with baking paper and it will make it much easier to clean up. And that can go in the oven to roast at 200 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes or until it's nice and caramelized on the outside and just cooked through. So while that's cooking, we can prepare the fried rice. So let's start by making the fried rice sauce first. In here I've got garlic and finely minced fresh ginger. Add some Lee Kum Kee pure sesame oil and some Lee Kum Kee premium soy sauce. Mix that up a little bit, give it a taste. Yum. The Lee Kum Kee soy sauce has a really rich aroma and flavour of soybeans and a nice sharp salty bite, whereas the sesame oil is very aromatic, great for using in sauces and marinades and dressings. Now we can prep all of the vegetables. I love adding lots of fresh vegetables into all of my cooking, so you can see quite a few different veggies that we've got going here. So some fresh cabbage, cut the cabbage into smaller portions and it will make it much easier to shred. And now we need some carrot. I've cut it into what we call a fine julienne. And 2 spring onions. The pork's been cooking for about 30 minutes. Beautiful. All of those lovely juices in there. We don't want to lose them. Let it sit for about 15 minutes before dicing it. The pork's been resting, so now we can dice it up. Oh, yum. I can't resist having a little bit. So good. So just dice the pork into about 1 to 2 centimetre pieces. We're ready to cook the fried rice. So heat about 1 tablespoon of oil up in your wok or your fry pan. In go our prawns. When their little tails turn orange, then they're done. Set these cooked prawns aside. This is one of the secrets of a really good stir fry. You cook everything separately, because if I chucked everything in at the same time, there would be too many ingredients and the temperature of the pan would cool right down. So in goes the cabbage, chili, and the carrot. And if you need to, you can always add a little bit more oil. That's done. And now we're ready for the rice. If you use fresh rice, it's often a bit more moist. So I actually cooked this rice a couple of days ago and it's been sitting in the fridge where it's dried out a bit, which is perfect. So stir fry the rice and try and make sure you break up any large clumps. So we can add everything back in, including our fried rice sauce that we made up earlier. Add in our cabbage, carrot, prawns, some edamame beans, and the all-important Char Sui pork. Toss everything together, and then the fresh spring onions. So the fried rice is almost ready. All we need to do is quickly cook the eggs, shred some lettuce, and we're ready to eat. You can season the eggs with a little bit of Lee Kum Kee premium soy sauce. Quickly scramble the eggs around. and then let the egg set as an omelette. So then all you need to do is slice your egg omelette. For a bit of fun, you could actually serve some fried rice in some lettuce cups. Just take a lettuce leaf like that and put some fried rice into it if you wanted much smaller portions. But for a large serving of the fried rice, just put it on a large plate and shred some lettuce and serve it on top like that. A couple of lime wedges to squeeze over just before eating is quite nice. There we go. Char Sui BBQ pork fried rice. Perfect for a social meal. You can plonk that in the middle of the table and everyone can help themselves. I've always got some lee kum kee sauces in my fridge because they're so handy to make meals really tasty. And you can find these lee kum kee products in supermarkets and Asian stores nationwide. The packaging used to look like this, but now they've got new packaging which looks like this, so look out for it.
For this recipe, go to foodtv.co.nz or lkk.com.